It's the time to get down.
Some of you may know I've worked in the past in a hospital setting, and let me just tell you, the doctors and the nurses have a traditional kind of relationship, but no one seems to want to mess with it. For example, you know who nurses marry a lot? Doctors. You know who doctors marry a lot? Nurses. Do you think they have call rooms at the hospital?
Yes.
Do you think
Right.
that occasionally nurses end up in the doctor's call room, occasionally like 3 times a week, every month for the last 6 years? Yes.
You calling out?
So what I'm saying is
calling them
sometimes,
out.
and let me tell you something, if you were to go to the hospital and ask the nurses, what about sexual harassment? No one wants to talk about it. Why? Because that's where they're dating and marrying, you guys. Everybody, so whatever the ritual,
That's
that
what I'm
dance
saying.
they're doing,
Right.
they're ending up marrying and having children, affairs too, and all the other stuff.
Okay.
But no one seems to want to mess with that sexual harassment.
Right.
And this is like the military. You know, how you expect them not to at least get a blowjob or something? Here you are, out there, stress of
believe you went there.
combat. You in the stress of combat.
You went
I
there.
could die. I'd be like, Caitlin, I could die tonight, and I've never had a blowjob. You'd be like, damn.
I'm sorry.
You could die.
What should we do about it? Wait a
I'm
minute.
just saying, Caitlin, how do you expect people to not interact? To me, I think you have to be a little more realistic. But you know, in the military, that can get you court-martialed.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can.
It's serious, you guys. You can't. It's not just gay, man. You know, no gay interaction. It's not
Right.
supposed to be any male, female. But it's like everybody knows it's going to happen. It's like
Right.
steroids in professional sports. You try to act like it, but everybody takes steroids.
Right. Well, hey,
Okay.
look, I'm just saying our society is kind of hypocritical because we're so uncomfortable about the sex thing that we want to keep it like politics and religion. We believe it's separate, but it never really is, especially in our society. So whenever that sexism issue comes up, I'm going, wait a minute, let me just figure this out. So if it really is not supposed to be an issue, then how come all the women happen to look a certain way in most cases? Very attractive, very beautiful.
Right.
What is the purpose of them
Well,
looking
that's
that
just
certain way?
and some of that
Okay.
is the industry making women do that for men, just
Right.
like the weather girl. And that's my big one. Why the weather girl always has a rack.
What is a rack?
Always, and you know what?
What's
I
a
started.
rack? You have to
You
explain
know,
to me. I don't
you
know what
gonna
a rack
make me
is.
be vulgar.
I'm
huh?
not
I
making
try
you
to
be vulgar.
use euphemisms.
I want to know what a rack is.
Well, we'll show you.
And it's not a country.
They always have breastises. And they always are in these like tight sweaters and stuff. Like, you know, the weather, they come out to do what's that with the weather? Tight skirt.
But again, he got the motion all.
Hi, good morning.
Got the motion all in there.
So I always was to wonder about the weather girl, and then I got it. I said because they still think they're still marketing it to men. But Caitlin, this is the thing I also learned. A lot of that is unfounded, and as they learn more, they change. What's the big example I always cite? Honda, the Honda salesman commercials. They did a study that showed in marriage situation, women choose the car 75% of the time. That shifted all the ads. The only time now, during the sports games, right, you see the truck do the mud, rah, 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 and then you pull up in women in bikinis. Okay, now, but everywhere else, they know since women choose the car, what's the car ads like? My Honda man is so reliable. You know, could you help me with these ants, please? That's the commercials. Why? Because they got hip to the fact that women are choosing a car. Once they realize the women are watching the weather, then you have less weather girls probably and more weather guys. I think.
Are you do you endorse the change as it relates to women and reporting news and weather? Are you all for it, man? Don't hesitate.
You know what? It all has to do. I'm for women having the same opportunities because I think of my friends and
Right.
and the women that I know that are such I've in all my life have known, and the women I've worked with
Right.
who are tied. So I want them to have all opportunities to get screwed over.
He's bitter. He's bitter.
But I want them. But I
He's
want
so
them to have all the
mad.
opportunities, and that just like for your mama, your sister, all of them.
Okay.
You know, because they deserve it, and because men have already proven they can't run it. Why not let the women run it? I want to see something different, and that's why I would even embrace. You know, I do embrace a female president. there's no question in my mind of their competence.
Oh.
I have no question
whoa.
about their competence.
Far and large, man. Handle
And,
much
and,
more.
and if you think that women can't strike, think about the last argument you had with your old lady. Imagine her finger on the button. Shit.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you just say what I
I'm
thought
just
you
saying
said?
women can
Wait a minute.
strike.
Wait a minute.
You know, these women are tough. Margaret Thatcher. Have you
Are
seen
you
her?
being abused?
Yeah.
I have.
Wait a minute. Good
It's
question.
those strap-on
I love
nightmares, Vic.
Wait a minute.
It's the strap-on
You went
nightmares.
50 minutes until you hit the S word. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Caitlin, I have.
Yeah.
It's all been about using the profanity.
Thank you. And let me give a straight out holler because we got a couple of people in the chat room saying she's lovely, she's beautiful, she's pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I just.
How
wanna
you
let
like
y'all
her
know.
voice?
I know. I know. You want to hear her talk more, right?
All right. Well, let's get her to talk about this, Caitlin, because we see you can handle all these things. How about Lady Gaga's raw meat dress?
Oh my goodness, I was actually sitting in the 5th row at the VMAs this week.
Girl?
I
Who
was
were
a
you with?
guest. I was with Lonnie Moore from the Dolce Group. He's an owner of a club in
Yeah.
LA.
All right.
And so I was right in front of this meat dress, and I didn't even know it was made of meat. Somebody told me the next day. I was like, what? She was wearing a dress of meat? That ain't sexy. That's not sexy.
No, it's not.
But her
Makes me a little
presence...
hungry. Throw a little onions and some bell peppers in there. I might be happy.
But I love Lady Gaga. I do.
Yeah, she's hot.
I do.
She is.
But you know, the more I listen to her interviews, I'm starting to think she's a little confused. But
Yeah.
you know, but hey, I used to listen to George Clinton interviews.
And so
So
that
you
makes
know,
you
I
more
know,
confused.
that's right. I know confused
You're more
artists.
confused now more than ever, right?
So we like her meat. We just say a little Dijon mustard could go a long way.
I mean, how creative is that, though, man? I mean, would you? Okay.
I would wear.
Kate,
I wanted to see her do
wait
the
a minute.
sausage costume.
Is there an edible item that is more sexy than meat if you had to wear it, Caitlin? What
Well,
would it be?
Wasn't there the craze of the whipped cream bikini a long time ago? I think I'd wear that.
See, there you go. See.
All right.
I told you.
I'll
Mark.
be there with my banana split. I'll bring a little spoon. Just a little spoon. I meant to. You know what? I didn't even mean that, you guys. So you know what?
It's too late.
Sometimes I'm actually
late.
being dirty, and sometimes y'all are just sick. Okay, so you're just sick.
You are
See, I
already-
didn't even think that stuff.
Oh, boy.
Nasty freaks.
I see. Boy,
I
boy.
know. That's why sleep on your stomach.
Let it go. Let it go. Just, you know what? Take a moment and do some chanting. You know, and you'll be good.
All right, come on. We got a couple more things now. We got to get to some. We're going to skip this American eating too little fruits and veggies. We know that. You know,
But
y'all ain't enough fruit. Look at that banana.
But I got an update for you.
What?
You know, organic industry, as far as the foods, is up 20%, and they're growing. So the organic food industry is saying, hey, a lot of people eating organic food. How do you feel about that, man?
I feel like you better watch out because they have a new, I haven't read the article, but they got a new DNA altered salmon. Watch out now. You might start growing ears out your butt. That's all I'm saying. Wait
a minute.
I'm just saying, you know, organic. Watch out for these titles, y'all. Big, I just like the brown eggs. I love brown eggs. You know, we get these cage free.
Don't you
know,
feel-
we think about the poor little chickens and stuff. So we say we go get some cage free eggs.
And what does that
And
mean?
then like, so they ain't a big giant plot.
Do the
Justice Crown.
Yeah, exactly.
what does the color of the brown make you feel like they're more healthy?
They do this, and you know it's probably a lie. I read where there's no different nutrition.
Yeah,
That's true.
The brown eggs.
there's no difference.
See,
Yeah,
she
see,
knows.
we ought to know. She spent her time in rural Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and we spend our time.
You milked any cows?
Oh, that's cold.
No,
But you saw some though, right?
I
No?
saw some.
Mario.
I've grabbed a cow. If you've never grabbed a cow teat, it's weird.
You want to explain it?
It's like if you never. I've had a chance to. I wouldn't say I actually milked a cow. I did some pulls.
Why was you pulling on the teeth?
Because, you know, you went. It was one of these things. They take you as a person to the farm and they introduce you to the cows. And of course, everybody always assumes you want to milk a cow. So, you know, I have this thing that when they try to pick people in the crowd to do
Right.
shit,
Right.
I
What-
can be
what-
to do stuff.
Thank you.
I was in the back huddling, and they were like, "You guy, come milk the cow." Just like when you go to Hawaii, they say,
Right.
"Who's gonna come up and do the hula dance?"
Right.
Okay, let's pick somebody. You, Mario. They always want me to come up and do whatever looks asinine.
Right.
I always get chosen. I go to the gay club, you know, for the female impersonator show, right?
Right.
They come out and sit on my lap. Just make the whole night messing with me. Oh, there's this guy. He looks like we should mess with him.
How does it feel to have a lap dance?
I went to. My friends took me to La Cage aux Folles for my birthday. Made the announcement that it was my birthday. The whole club. I had 3 hours of the whole club just wanting to focus on my ass all night long. I had everybody coming to sit, rubbing my head. It was fun. I'm very in touch with my masculinity.
Sorry.
And I thought there were some wonderful pumps. And it taught me a wonderful lesson.
Sorry.
You may one day think you have a man.
Oh, God, jeez.
But it may not be a man.
That's
You
cold.
might be a woman.
It might be a woman. And let me tell you something. They were some fine women.
I've gotten fooled a couple times myself over in West Hollywood. Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? When
See,
the first
Caitlin,
time
I have one.
Wait a minute. If the first time you got fooled, what was it that you discovered when you said, "Oh, it's not a woman"? What was the first thing that you identified?
Everything from the waist up.
Right.
I mean, very sexy hair, everything done, but then the waist down, just very thin.
Right.
So it couldn't have been a woman. Just no hips. It's like, wow, wait a minute. I just got fooled.
Hey, you gotta have
They
some
can
booty.
be very pretty.
Yeah.
Once they get that estrogen down, once they get that therapy, get that hormone therapy, we'll get you some hips.
Notice what we keep coming around to. I keep saying, no matter what we do, sex is always part of the
Well,
playground. You know that, man.
It's hard to discuss trucks when you're looking at Caitlin.
Touchdown.
Let's discuss trucks and dodgeball. How about power tools?
Oh, you know what?
What's your favorite, screwdriver or something?
You're wrong.
Let's be all macho. Let's have male conversation. Nuts and bolts.
You're wrong.
Okay, Caitlin, I got to get this one on you. And then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to do some new sports, okay?
Gotcha.
But I got to ask, this is about the Amish population by state. This story I thought was so interesting, that the North American Amish population has grown 5% in just the last year.
Wow.
That's right, you guys. And not only are they growing in size, they're spreading. They say there's a westward migration that says now we have more Amish, and they're spreading to Colorado, South Dakota, Montana. All right. Can you believe that? Now, people don't know about the Amish community. They kind of reject technology. They do things in the old-fashioned way. Hence this picture. See, look, here's people milking a cow. See, you act like I was saying something all nasty. However, milking a cow does seem very similar to masturbation in a sense.
I'm not going to use that relationship.
Milking a cow takes a lot longer.
A
lot longer.
I'm leaving that part alone, man. You're going. My mind is not.
I'm just saying that was the reference you see. Caitlin. You know that's what they were thinking when they said it was dirty anyway. So I just said it.
Yeah, you just said it.
Squeezing one off, choking the bird, as we said.
Oh,
squeezing little Mr. Mushroom.
Okay.
All right, but the whole thing is now the Amish are now in 28 states. All right. The highest states of growth over the past year were, let me repeat, New York, 19% growth.
Wow.
Minnesota, 9% growth. Missouri, 8% growth. Wisconsin.
Wait. What are you doing? Wait a minute.
Automatic.
Wait a minute.
That was automatic.
Wait a minute. What did you? Okay.
Oh, that was tough.
I know that.
That was one of Victor's original hits from the past.
Wait, and don't.
All right. Well, that's our sign to move the hell on.
That's it.
All right, let's get ready.
Let's go.
Let's get ready because we got to do some. We got to do some sports.
A little bit of it.
A little bit of sports.
Yes.
Because we did the Reggie Bush thing.
Yeah. Well, there's more to it, but keep going.
All right.
Go on.
Let's do. Okay, let's play a little piece here. While we get ready for the sports. This is another piece. It's called Slap a Lard Ass. And it's a free piece. You can get it free online at dig.cc Mixer. I'm serious. It is called Slap a Lard Ass. And watch, you're going to hear that in the track. We'll be right back. Thank you.